recording. This is real quick, basic color correction in Adobe Premiere. We've got our footage here that is just sample footage. We're going to do some color correction on it. Go to Window and go to Lumetri Color. And I usually just go under Basic Correction and mess around with these sliders here to do basic color correction, cool things down, warm things up. Saturation, exposure can brighten things up. These are pretty obvious. Pull your shadows out if you're too dark. You can get more involved in some creative color wheels down here, which are a little wacky sometimes, but they do different things. If you're more accustomed to working in curves, you can work in curves right here and do that kind of thing. I almost never work in curves, but I can do it if I have to. So anyway, that's the quick and dirty of color correcting in Premiere. Simon, what do you usually, is that usually what you work in? For color correction? No, the basic correction, yeah. Yeah, okay. That's what I would recommend if you're just starting to figure it out. End of video. Okay, so we're going to go over a couple of quick things. Most importantly, applying an adjustment layer to multiple clips. In this case, we're going to be just doing quick color correction on multiple clips. The reason we're doing multiple clips is because we are doing a stop motion video, which is going to consist, in your case, of like over 100 little stills. In my case, and for this, I'm just going to bring in the still, about 5 stills real quick into my Premiere project box there. And real quickly, I'm going to bring them down. I want to show you this real quick because you'll be doing this when you do your stop motion. So bring them down into your timeline, and as you can see, like these clips are like, it brings in stills like way too long for a stop motion. That's not very stop motion-y looking at all, is it? So what are we going to do? Of course, when in doubt, right click. So we're going to select all. We're going to right click and we're going to go to speed and duration. And you cannot control the speed because it's not a video clip, but it's a still, so we can control the duration of the clip. And in this case, it's probably going to be, we're going to want it to be around 0.05 and 0.8 seconds. So I'm going to put it at like 0.6 seconds. This is very important right here, especially for a huge number of stills that ripple edit, shifting, trailing clips. This is going to make sure your clips, I'll show you what happens if I don't click that. And your clips are like all spread apart like this. So I'm going to click that, bring it back down to 0.06, click that, and it lines them all up together, all nice and cozy there. And you can see this looks a little bit more like a stop motion of Jonah telling me to stop taking pictures of her. And so in this case, since I only have 5 pictures, I am going to duplicate a bunch of them to give the illusion of the stop motion. I'm just cutting and pasting here. So, and this is for the purpose of showing you how to use an adjustment layer on multiple clips. So there is Jonah getting mad at me, getting mad at me, getting mad at me, getting mad at me, getting mad at me. Okay. And so the reason we're here, I'm going to bring these down a little bit. We're going to do an adjustment layer, which in this case, we're just going to do color correction, but you can do lots of things with an adjustment layer. So first we want to have our project box selected, and we want to go to new adjustment layer, and all this looks normal. So we're going to pop it. It's going to pop in right in your project box here. And honestly, you can do your color correction while it's up there. What I like to do is bring it on down into my video, and it's going to affect however many clips you drag it out to affect. So most likely in your stop motion, you will want it to affect every still. All right, so let's do this quick. Select your adjustment layer, and then you want to go to Dimitri color, and open that up and do your color adjustments. Let's make it black and white. So pull the saturation all the way down. You can do whatever color adjustments you want. You can overexpose it. You can add some contrast highlights. Of course, we went down here into curves and layers before in the other color correction video, but in this case, I'm just going to make them all black and white. Keep it simple. Drag saturation down. Boost contrast up a little bit. If you think converting something to grayscale simply is pulling all the color out, then you're wrong. All right, so beef up those shadows a little. And that looks kind of okay. So as you can see, now all of our little stills are black and white. And if you just wanted to, so you can hide that layer, and it goes back to color. So that's an adjustment layer. You can even make it only cover part of your clips there. So now, boom, it goes back to color after that. So that's a wonderful little tool there. And I think that's all I wanted to show you in this video for now. Okay.